Data structure in Java. The next in the list of linked list is the pop operation. So, what does pop operation do? Pop operation takes out or pops out or takes out the first element of the list. Now, if you remember, both in stack and queue, the element that comes out is from the start. Only that in case of a stack, the new element gets added in the beginning, and in case of a queue, the new element gets added at the end. But when it comes to taking out, in both the cases, the out takes place from the front or from where start is. Okay. Now, if this is a present situation or the present list, then wherever start is, I'll pop out the first element, which will mean that if I want to see the list after pop, it is starting from the second of the whatever was the previous. Okay. Now this is the code, and pop is comparatively simpler than push of stack and queue comparatively. Now what is the code of pop therefore? Whatever start I give, in case start reaches the end, start reaches the null, then in that case there is nothing to return. It will be empty list. But if there is something, then that will be the element which is getting popped out, and start simply goes over to the next node, right? Coming up is the code. And this is the code of pop, in which you can see pop in list, be it linked list of stack or be it queue. You'd send start. If it is null, it will print empty. But if it has got anything, then it will print the element that is start.data, and start moves over to its next address, right? Turn to show you. And before I show you, let me also show what I'm doing. I'm calling make queue. The queue is being made, and then I display the queue, and then I'll call pop and show you how pop is causing one element movement in the current queue. Okay. So this is now the queue getting created. So this is my first element, say 100, my second element, say 200. Then I want to add more data, and then I do want to add more data and little more data. Now you see I have entered so many, 5 elements I have. So there is a queue that I have created just now with 5 elements. Now I don't want to enter any more data. Now if I look into the code, you see what is the code's output. The present list is, this is a queue. Can you see first in first out effect? Right. Now look into the code. Here I am calling fn pop in list. Now this pop in list is therefore causing this part of the code to happen. Can you check? Here pop in list is getting start of the entire queue, which was at 100. Since it was not null, therefore value popped is, if you remember here, it was start.data, which is how much? Is it not 100? So value popped is 100, and the present list is, you see, start is moving over to the next in pop, and therefore when it goes back, will it go back with the address where 100 was, or will it go back with the address where 200 is? Therefore when display is getting called once again, it is printing from 200 to 500, right? Now your turn to look into the code and carry on with the program, okay?